Okay, look at this. Look at this, guys. You guys ready? You guys ready? This video, I've purposely, I saw that. This got recommended to me like a week ago, and I'm so excited to watch this video. Boom. Did Black Ops 2 predict the future correctly? If you guys didn't know, Black Ops 2 released in 2012. It is now 2025, the same year Black Ops 2 takes place. I feel old as hell. I ain't gonna lie.
Cyber terrorism, an autonomous military complex infected with betrayal and the mistakes of the past. From campaign to multiplayer to zombies,
Bruh, I was 1 year old when BO2 came out. What are you doing in the chat, dude? You must be like 12. You must be 13. Damn, that makes me feel hella old. Oh my god. You're lying, bro. You're literally lying. I need a BO2 remaster? Yeah, so do I. There's no way. Bro was 1 year old when oh my god, bro. I feel so old now, dude. Holy shit.
Call of Duty Black Ops 2 is considered by many to be
the greatest Call of Duty of all time, by the way.
last all-time great title in a beloved era of FPS games. It brought, with an interesting tagline, the Call of Duty series from the pages of history to a speculative future for the first time.
I guess I'm Unk now? Yeah, dude. Wow, that's crazy. I guess I truly have reached Unk status. This is wild.
But not just any future. Black Ops 2 is set in 2025. In honor of this classic now being set in the present, I decided to take a trip back down memory lane to investigate what Treyarch...
Dude, that's crazy, bro. My entire life, when Black Ops 2 came out, I was like, damn, that's so far away. And now that we're finally here in 2025? Bro, this is crazy. No offense, Monica, you been Unk? My girlfriend's looking at me now. She said, damn. Damn, Fruity says oof. All right, Drew, you can have your bits back, bro. I don't want them no more. You're getting banned, actually.
got right about our future. From technology and weapons in a new age of autonomous warfare to predictions on culture, politics, economics, and the state of the world as a whole. You'd be surprised how much they actually got right. The future is now. This is Black Ops 2 in 2025.
Dude, why am I getting ads? It literally just makes me skip them anyway. I don't understand.
Following its predecessor's Cold War espionage, Black Ops 2 centers around a new Cold War. The capitalist powers of the world bearing their teeth
I can't show that. I can't show that. What the hell?
at one another after the Chinese economy is crippled in a cyber attack, one China blames the USA for.
Hey, Menendez, the GOAT, though. I think Menendez is a top... Honestly, I'm going to say it. Menendez is is the greatest Call of Duty villain. I said it, bro. Menendez... Dude, Black Ops 2 story was so good, too, because you can make so many choices. I played the Black Ops 2 campaign more times than I played any other campaign. It was so fire, bro. I miss those days. Loki, I've been thinking about downloading the videos before I react to them. That'd be good, Drew. Honestly, that's pretty good.
Chances are you forgot this little initial subplot of the campaign if you played it, but the game's 2025 sections revolve around a rare earth element called Celerium being the catalyst for breakthroughs in quantum computing. The Celerium device is later used to take control of the entire US military's arsenal of drones, turning them against it. So before your eyes completely glaze over from all the technobabble, quantum computers harness quantum mechanics to solve problems unthinkably faster than traditional transistor-based computers. Don't worry, you don't need to understand the details. The point is, not only does this in fact pose a massive threat to data encryption, privacy, and security as we know it, breakthroughs in quantum computing are actually happening right now as of this writing. Stocks are soaring and people are clamoring to get a piece.
Ooh, hold on. I gotta take a picture of this, bro. I gotta buy it. I gotta invest in that, bro. Quantum computing is the wave in the future, bro. I'm about to become a millionaire
Of this
for real.
new leap in technology. While neither of 2024's hot topics in computing, AI, and cryptocurrencies appear in Black Ops 2's storyline, and both were being worked on in 2012 by the way.
Yeah, that's actually kind of crazy how I don't remember AI being a really, really big thing in Black Ops 2. Like right now, bro, AI is the biggest thing. And in Black Ops 2, like maybe we entered, guys, chat, maybe, listen, hear me out. When Harambe died, listen, chat, when Harambe died, it set our universe. So this is our universe, right? This is our universe. And when Harambe died, it split off into another universe, into another timeline. And so the Black Ops 2, we were heading to the Black Ops 2 timeline. And then And then when Harambe died, we started heading into our current timeline. All right, I'll stop. My bad. I'll stop. My bad.
They could have been. The biggest difference between the tech world of 2025 and that of the games 2025 is actually economical.
Bunk off his meds again. All right, Drew, you're about to get fired. I'm about to fire you.
You'd probably see tech opportunists trying to profit off of tech like quantum computing before you see a cyber terrorist using it to cripple the economy for a doomsday plot. But hey, Raul Menendez is a complex guy. But that data security hacking and the evolving face of encryption takes center place here in a cyber cold war between major capitalist powers. It's certainly not the dumbest future plot I've ever seen. And if we're talking about Black Ops 2 predicting 2025, they're not off to a bad start. Making a small mistake that seems to follow you forever is something I think many can relate to. For many years, I used the same email and password for everything. Fun. Hacking, quantum entanglement, rare earth metals. Okay, all fun sci-fi sounding catalysts for a modern Cold War. But what about the politics driving these conflicts? The political sphere in science fiction is always impossible.
Drew gave me 1 bit. What is that, like 1 cent? And I'm pretty sure Twitch gets like 30% of it. So I actually don't know how that works. That's actually wild. Forgive me. I'll forgive you, Drew. I forgive you.
Difficult to predict. Afghanistan still has an American-backed government in Black Ops 2's 2025, for example. However, the importance of China's monopoly on transistor production creating global economic tension in
Ooh, that is true, bro. That is true. That is true. China do be making all... Oh, I think it's Taiwan. Taiwan be making all the computer chips.
25 is a prediction that Treyarch absolutely nailed. The relevance of PMCs, private military contractors, also a pretty spot-on prediction. The SDC, or Strategic Defense Coalition, a conglomerate of allied Asian nations against the United States, is described as having the collectively largest military in the world in Black Ops 2. This could be compared to the UDCG, the Ukraine Defense Contact Group, the alliance between the EU and 57 global nations against the invasion of Ukraine by Russia in 2022. Speaking of which, this is one bit of the game that feels completely off. Besides an offhand mention related to alliances with the SDC, Russia plays absolutely zero part in Black Ops 2's politics.
Damn, bro. They got it wrong. Russia's at war right now, bro. Dude, Treyarch fell off, bro. No, that's... Dude, I'm telling you, Harambe died and the entire universe changed.
Being one of the largest energy exporters in the world, it's strange that they seem to take a complete back seat here, but energy seems of little concern in Black Ops 2, presumably because clean energy has complete dominance, and unfortunately, very poor prediction for the future. Speaking...
Bro, he was like, yeah, so Black Ops 2, you know, really relies on clean energy. Yeah, that didn't really work out. That's not really what we're going through right now, guys. Dude, that's crazy timing, too, because the fire's in LA right now. Dude, chat, let me tell you about that real quick. I was in LA, so I don't know if you guys know right now, but LA is literally on fire, like the entire city. I was just there. I was there for an entire week. I was there from when it started. For an entire week, bro. It was crazy. I'll get into that later, but that was crazy. I nearly died. I got some crazy dad lore. I'm going to be like to my kids, listen up, guys. Your dad's going to tell you a story. I'm going to tell you right now. I survived the Great Fires of 25.
Speaking of which, the United States has a female president in Black Ops 2's 2020.
Female president. Womp womp. Didn't happen. That's hella fun. Oh, it's not going to say it? Oh, thank God. Okay, I thought it was going to say them all again. Okay.
25, a very common prediction in media of this time period, by the way. In the 2010s, it seemed a given to many that this would have happened by the 2020s, especially given the number of women leaders across the globe for decades now, and, well, that's yet to pan out. Then there's Secretary of Defense David Petraeus, probably my favorite fumble in all of Call of Duty's forays into casting real recognizable people in its campaigns. For those who do not know, David Petraeus was the director of the CIA in 2012 and consulted for Black Ops 2's campaign with Treyarch. Over his career, he oversaw troops in Iraq and Afghanistan and served the US Army for 37 years. Black Ops 2 sees him as having advanced to Secretary of Defense of the United States, and he shows up repeatedly consulting with JSOC and even fighting alongside the president during the invasion of the US by SDC forces. Now, in reality, Petraeus was revealed by the FBI to have been having an extramarital affair with his official biographer, Paula Broadwell.
Damn. So bro's got game. This has nothing to do with Black Ops 2, but sure.
Points between 2007 and 2012, leading Petraeus to resign from the CIA on November 9th, 2012. 3 days before the release of Black Ops 2. Petraeus eventually pleaded guilty to misdemeanor mishandling of classified materials and served 2 years probation as well as a $100,000 fine. Secretary of Defense David Petraeus appears as an extremely unfortunate casting choice by Treyarch, something the Call of Duty games seem uncannily bad at over the years.
Damn, that is kind of true, actually.
Chances are, as funny as it would be, we are not going to see Petraeus walking around the decks of the USS Barack Obama in 2025, which we see.
The USS Barack Obama. Wait, I just realized that. That's actually the name of the ship. Dude, I never even realized that before when I played the game. What? That's hella fun. That's actually kind of cool. Dude, imagine chat. Imagine the next Call of Duty game, they have the USS Donald J. Trump. Bro, that'd be hella funny.
Still don't have, by the way, much to my disappointment, but the Obama is a great segue to a key part of any near future setting: vehicles. I'm gonna jump right in here.
Yeah, they got the vehicles
way
wrong.
too many VTOLs. Futuristic jet-propelled ones, that is. VTOL, or vertical takeoff and landing vehicles. They've been the stuff of science fiction since they were invented. And
yeah,
the
got
reason
them
you
wrong.
don't see spiffy jet-propelled ones like this is, well, you do see them. They're called Ospreys. The
Oh, really?
V-22 Osprey, designed in the late 1980s, is a turboprop, meaning it has
so it
jet
sucks.
engine-powered propellers, which rotate from
no,
a
it's sick. It's
vertically to
cool.
horizontally orientated position.
Oh, it's
We are
badass.
developing new VTOLs in 2025, namely the Bell V280 Valor, but the real reason we don't see these jet engine propelled VTOLs is simple. The point of a VTOL craft is the speed of a fixed engine airplane with the ability to land without a runway, on a helipad, a grass field, a dirt lot. Try that with a jet and, well, say goodbye to your lawn. Essentially, a VTOL or helicopter works because it can take off and land far closer to people and infrastructure than a jet thruster ever could, and that's never going to change. VTOL jet fighters like the F-38 we see in Black Ops 2, obviously inspired by the very real F-35B, are used specifically for takeoff and landing from aircraft carriers, which is why we very likely will never see VTOLs used like this, in civilian settings at least.
Damn. Why does it keep doing this?
Speaking of tech for the average
You
person,
still becoming a pilot? No. So that's funny. No, I'm actually not. For a very short period of time, I wanted to become a pilot. And what's crazy is, like, I would talk about it, but I wouldn't talk about it that much, right? And this is how you know your phones are listening to you, by the way, chat. So listen up. So for a very short period of time, I wanted to become a pilot. I even went to go, like, fly a plane, like, do a test flight. And I actually, like, flew a plane. I have, like, pictures. And it was pretty fun. I ain't gonna lie. But I would barely really talk about it that much. And what would happen was, on my Instagram Reels, because I don't have TikTok. On my Instagram Reels, it would always, and even Twitter, it would always it started to randomly show me videos of plane crashes. And like a bunch, like my entire feed turned into plane crashes. And so I was like, oh, you know what? Maybe God is trying to tell me something. So maybe this isn't the route I'm supposed to go. And so I kind of abandoned trying to get my pilot's license. Yeah, I don't know if I just, like, you know, I don't know if I just got really scared. I don't know if it did, like, my phone listened, like, the couple times I talked about it, but it was crazy how fast, like, plane crashes. Like, now I don't see any plane crashes. I don't see anything to do or anything related to plane crashes. But like when I like started like getting my pilot's license, hella plane crashes videos like showed up all over my social media. And so it's like, okay, yeah, God or the universe is trying to tell me something. So this ain't it. This is not what I'm supposed to do. This is not what I'm meant to do. So I abandoned that dream for sure.
Civilian technology. We do live in the future.
Fate took you back to us. Honestly, I'm starting to think so, Fruity.
Does it feel like it yet? Smartphones and VR, electric cars and wireless charging. But why do we have no floating cities? One thing I think Black Ops 2 does get right about the future is, sadly, wealth inequality. The difference between life on the floating city of Colossus and in the streets of Pakistan or even LA are obvious, but in the real 2025, the rich of the world aren't loitering around custom-built floating cities listening to dubstep. They're doing what they've always done, just traveling to nicer places and, buying stuff. Floating cities still don't exist for reasons that become obvious when you think about them for even a second. They're a sanitation nightmare. They require constant resupply and upkeep, and they can't even travel across the globe like a cruise ship could. Basically,
No, I want a floating city, bro. Come on. Hey, okay, you know what we do have? We may not have we may not have a floating city, chat, but you know what we do have? We have that line city that's being built in the Middle East. I don't know what country. Let me look this up real quick. The Line. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? The Line city? The Line city. I forget what Saudi Arabia, of course it's the Saudis, bro. They're fucking so rich. Look at this, chat. We may not have floating cities, but we're about to have a city that's literally a straight line. I don't know why they're building this, but this is essentially what it's gonna look like. It's actually kind of crazy. So, yeah, we may not have floating cities, but we have like line cities. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's pretty cool.
Basically, the money it takes to build and maintain one is simply better used on a permanent luxury resort or city, and people are building those in 2025. Citizens of Colossus enjoy such luxuries as malls and extremely invasive surveillance for the sake of personalized advertising. The latter is a staple of dystopian sci-fi of the early 2000s to 2010s, and it's one that absolutely came true, with personal data being one of the most hotly traded commodities around. However, how this marketing manifests is something media from this era always gets wrong. Everything is on...
A line city kind of sound boring. Yeah, it kind of does, because I feel like you're like trapped. I would feel like I'm trapped, but I guess it depends on how big it is. Like if it's really like as big as like I showed in the pictures, like there was an entire football stadium. That's pretty big in lengthwise. I don't know. I don't know.
Billboards.
Or width,
There's just too many screens, ads, wall screens, posters, jumbotrons. This is something that, as cool looking as it always is, really has not come true. It's not that advertising.
That's not true. It depends on what country you're in. Like if you go to Japan, bro, Japan has like ads all over the place. So does New York. I mean, New York, we have like Times Square, but yeah, I guess like it's not everywhere. Like I guess on those buildings, we just saw. Like there isn't like ads. Like there's a Coca-Cola ad right here. There's like ads on these buildings. This is LA. Yeah, this is LA. There's LA right there. Yeah, okay. Hey, wait, wait, hold on. Hold on, chat. Oh my God. It is 2025. Dude, they did predict it. Look at LA. This is LA. This is LA literally right now. That's crazy. They actually predicted it, bro. I wish it actually showed the date. That'd be so crazy if it had like early January. Dude, the city, LA's on fire in the game, and in real life, it's on fire right now. That's crazy.
Cool looking as it always is, really has not come true. It's not that advertising isn't pervasive. It's as present as ever in every aspect of your life, just not on a big screen in the mall. We do see a number of small personal data devices in the game, from tablets to PDAs to flexible displays like this one, a tech that had just been invented at the time of Black Ops 2's release, and one that is just barely starting to hit mainstream in the real world in 2024 to 2025, with companies like Samsung doubling down on foldable touchscreen devices. Black Ops 2 as a whole does represent civil technology in a somewhat believable way, but as a clear product of the 2010s, it's filled with a...
What month does BO2 take place in? I don't know. I just know it takes place in or like sections of the game take place in 2025. I don't know. I think it's like throughout like the entire year, because obviously they go through multiple battles, so it's not like just 1 month,
Very 2010s vision of cool. An absurd amount of clear glass displays, high-techy circles, bleeps and bloops with that very Iron Man aesthetic, something that makes much of the tech feel extremely dated compared to the slick analog minimalism of actual tech in the 2020s. Most of the technology we find in our homes or in our pockets started in one of two places: the film industry or the military. Wingsuits, jetpacks, some of the craziest stuff the Black Ops themselves are handling.
They don't got that. They don't got jetpacks. Dude, that'd be so cool. Imagine we actually had this stuff. That'd be so cool.
in the game. They existed back in 2012 and they still exist today. But sorry to say, no one's really taking this technology super seriously, outside of thrill-seeking
Dude,
pastime.
I remember this mission. This was definitely like, okay, like I said earlier, I played the Black Ops 2 story mode more than any other story in any other Call of Duty. This was a good, I love this mission, bro. This mission is so much fun because I just love flying around. It was so much fun.
Certainly not in high-risk military applications. However, military tech people absolutely are taking seriously heads-up displays. While they are absolutely not as seamless or ubiquitous as those in Black Ops 2, HUD systems are one of the US military's main goals right now through the IVAS Integrated Visual Audio System program. Microsoft's HoloLens 2 had the contract for several years now, but with many issues still yet to be
I feel like
ironed out.
that's too bulky though, you know? Like I feel like it's too much. They're literally wearing VR. Dude, imagine going to war with a whole VR headset on your head. You're cooked. You're so cooked.
IVAS is about to be opened back up for other contractors to take a shot at it. HUDs, while having been used in fighter jet pilot helmets for decades, are still too clunky and intrusive for use on the ground, at least for now. Much of the future military tech that we see in Black Ops 2 has to do with some sort of HUD, giving the user information right in front of their eyes, such as with millimeter wave scanner technology, seen here in the Colossus level at a security checkpoint. This is, of course, very real technology. You may have passed through one of these in an airport at some point. However, I don't really
Yeah, I just want to let you guys know. I'm going to go to bed. All right, see you, Drew. Thanks for coming out. I just want to let you guys know that when you go to an airport, right, and you, like, go through that, like, scanning thing, I just want to let you know they can see your dick on the other side. I'm just letting you know. Hey, that's just what it is. I'm telling you right now, they can see your booty hole. They can see your organs. They can see your dick outline. They see it all, bro. They see it all. So whoever's actually watching the cameras is sus. Confirmed.
see how displaying it on an entire wall-sized screen provides much benefit. A far less believable version of this technology is the Millimeter Scanner Reflex Sight, an attachment in the game's campaign and multiplayer. It provides images of targets through any surface at intermittent pulses. There is a device called the Xaver 1000 that proclaims to be able to scan and locate moving human figures as well as static objects inside a room through solid walls. But
That's pretty
not only
cool.
is there very little evidence of it actually working as advertised, this device needs to be placed directly in contact with said wall to detect almost anything. Something
that's
a bit
pretty stupid.
closer yet less developed.
So we don't even have that. We don't have. That's crazy. I feel like we don't got shit. I feel like the Black Ops 2, I feel like they made it way too futuristic, you know? Like, they made it a little too futuristic.
Is the Wi-Fi based motion
And that was only like, dude, it was a 12-year time jump. So, like, if I'm thinking in the future, well, okay. So the difference is now we have AI. And so, like, 12 years in technology terms now could be even crazier than it was 12 years ago. Does that make sense? Because, like, the way technology is getting better, it's, like, exponential. So it just keeps going up and up and up and up and up and up. So, like, I feel like if I were Treyarch, I would have been a little bit more reasonable with the technology back in 2012 for 2025. Now, if we go 12 years in the future, I still wouldn't do like some of the stuff they even put in Black Ops 2, to be honest. Like jetpacks, like the ones that they like you flew with, no. But like AI is about to be crazy, bro. And quantum computing is about to go crazy too.
detecting system developed by MIT. By using the differences in density between static objects and the soft water-based human body, a relatively reliable position of a moving or static human can be detected by radio waves, regardless of walls or hard objects in the way. But safe to say, we're far from this technology being something that you could put in a holographic sight. Another scanning attachment, the Target Finder, is actually far more believable and could conceivably exist today. With the advent of computer-assisted hybrid thermal optics seen in devices such as the US Army's ENVG-B and clip-on thermals like E-Cody, a reflex sight
Aren't jetpacks just mini planes on our backs? Yeah, but like the thing is with like planes is like they're more aerodynamic than the human body, you know what I'm saying? So like even if you strap like a jet with wings to your back, you probably go like, whoa, you probably go like crazy, you know what I'm saying? Because planes are far more aerodynamic than your body. So I don't know how that would work. It'd probably be like Iron Man. Remember in the first Iron Man movie when he like tries to fly for the first time? He instantly just shoots himself off, and like that's probably what would happen.
which identifies and labels targets on a heads-up display is basically something that we already have, just not in such a compact package. In general, as far as depicting the cutting edge of a 2020s Battlefield, Black Ops 2 is quite realistic and doesn't take things too far into the absurd for the most part. Reflex sights, EOTech hollows, and hybrid magnified optics all could easily be found fielded today. But okay, for real, it's a shooter. What about the gun?
Why am I getting ads? I don't understand. Guns, let's go.
Despite an overall flashy and modernized appearance, Black Ops...
I'm gonna say this. I think our current guns are more modern than the BO2 guns. Hot take, crazy take, I know, but I'm gonna say it.
2's arsenal was, give a few exceptions, quite grounded. All of these weapons are real and have seen military, law enforcement, or defense usage.
What did I say, chat? What did I say? I told you.
Point in history. Possibly the most unbelievable part of Black Ops 2's weapons selection is the utter lack of either M4 pattern or AK pattern rifles in its 2025 sections. While technically real weapons, the fact that sparsely equipped rebel groups are wielding the Czech Scorpion Evo or Indian MSMC over a classic Uzi or AK does feel pretty absurd. But Black Ops 2's weapon pool really has the most fun with its inclusion of speculative concept weapons, such as the now legendary XM8. The XM8 was the very tail end result of the...
Dude, that looks sick. I knew there was like a variant of it that existed, but I didn't think it like looked exactly like the game. That's sick.
Decades-spanning OICW program, or Objective Individual Combat Weapon. The drawn-out effort started in the late 1980s to replace the extremely outdated M16 rifle.
Whoa.
To make a long story short, the XM8 and XM25 airburst launcher were the bastard children of OICW, and while
sick.
neither were ever formally adopted, the XM8 got very close. So close, in fact, that many pieces of pop culture in the 2010s portrayed the US military in the near future as having fully and formally adopted the XM8 as their standard rifle,
That's
and Black
pretty
Ops
sick.
2 naming it the M8A1, as in the modern version of the M4A1, shows that they came to the same conclusion. Another little example of a forgotten contender is the LSAT, a caseless ammunition firing LMG, which was intended to replace the M249 SAW as part of the Lightweight Small Arms Technologies program. Yep, there are a lot of programs if you didn't know. Caseless ammo, essentially solid gunpowder encasing a round rather than cased in a shell, was seriously investigated as a solution to the heavy weight added by brass shells from the 80s to 2010s. In
That's
reality,
dude, hey, the G11 in Black Ops 1 multiplayer was such a good weapon. It was so good. It was so broken at the time.
however, neither the LSAT nor XM8 will ever have their day. In 2024, the replacement for the M4, M16, and SAW was officially won by Sig Sauer with the XM7 and XM250. Something that no game or media seems to have foreseen is the complete scrapping of every future weapons program from the last 40 years in favor
Damn.
of basically a newer, better version of the thing that everyone was used to. There are a
Damn.
few weapons in Black Ops.
L, that's an L, bro. That's an L. Come on, guys. We need to innovate here. We need to innovate with our guns. Dude, why are you going to do the same thing, bro? Come on. I want to see dude, I want to see like Borderlands level guns, you know? So I want to see a gun where when I go to reload it, like I throw it and then it like returns to my hands. Or like I want to see a gun where it has like legs and it can like walk by itself and it's like AI and it can like walk by itself and then it'll like go around shooting people like Borderlands. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want.
Ops 2 that are completely made up. The PDW-57, for example, completely fictional, it appears to be a visual combination of the Magpul PDR, a 5.56x45 concept assault rifle, and the FNP-90. The SMR, this technically seems to be based on the Sarich 308, a concept weapon invented by design student Andrei Ovsyannikov. It was
I like these like weapons though. They look really like they look modern. Like they do look futuristic compared to the one that they said that they went with. Like these actually do look futuristic though. I do like that.
actually built, so I'm counting it as a made-up weapon. Still, whichever weapons artist found this thing and decided to model it, good on you. The Storm PSR. When I saw this thing in Black Ops 2's campaign
Oh, this was like that one gun. You don't get this gun. You only get this gun for like one mission, and that's it. You don't get it for like there's no. I don't think it's in multiplayer. I think you get it for one campaign mission.
trailer, it blew my mind. This thing, when charged up, can penetrate through solid objects. The more it's charged, the more ammo is depleted. Seemingly based on Metal Storm technology, a weapon in which rounds are stacked in a barrel and sequentially activated by electrical impulses at a round's exact location in the barrel, allows many stacked rounds to be fired in sequence. For the Storm PSR to function this way makes sense. The longer the user holds down the trigger, the more rounds.
Dude, that's actually crazy. That's cool. I feel like that exists. Dude, I feel like a 50 cal sniper can go through that. You know what I'm saying? how long the stream gonna be, however long it takes to complete these videos.
Rounds are fired in a shot, meaning deeper penetration through an object. As far as 2025 technology is concerned, this thing could absolutely exist. So design-wise, bravo weapons team. Does it exist? Well, no.
I didn't think that one existed.
When you look up, did Black Ops 2 predict the future?
Based off of what this guy's telling me, no. I'm gonna have to say no, to be honest.
You're likely to run into its key plot point, drones. Drones are the major catalyst for Black Ops 2's storyline, gameplay, and themes, and they are very much a part of global.
Yeah, I feel like drones are like up and coming too, like AI and drones. I feel like drones are really up and coming for sure. I mean, we had that, like, I don't know if you guys knew about this, but like we had like an entire like freaking situation in New Jersey just a couple weeks ago with like unknown drones being seen in the skies that kind of look like UFOs, like just drones in New Jersey. I don't know if you guys knew about that, but that was a crazy like little event. People thought they were just UFOs, but I'm pretty sure they were just like United States drones looking for something. I don't know.
Global conversations, news headlines, and the changing face of civil life and warfare today in the real 2020s. But how they are depicted in Black Ops 2, what role they actually play.
See, if we don't have
where
this,
things
that'd be cool if
get
we
a
had
little
that.
more
That would be hella
complex.
cool. That's what I'm talking about, like a walking gun, bro. We need something like that.
Okay, so what they got right. The use of drones on a massive scale, and at varying scales themselves. Everything from massive high-altitude bombers like the Lodestar in multiplayer, reminiscent of currently fielded stealth drones, to the tiny Mission Impossible-esque Ziggy, my personal favorite drone in the game, which does hold up as relatively believable today, with the current proliferation of tiny surveillance-focused drones for military applications such as the Teledyne FLIR Black Hornet Nano.
That's
the most
cute.
iconic drone
Aw, you guys see that one? That was cute.
in the game, the Dragonfire, appears quite in line with modern quad-rotor drones, and its use case, a remotely piloted augmentation to a ground assault, does line up with real tech that exists and is widely used today.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest. That kill streak sucked so much ass, dude. It would literally it died if you tickled it, bro. If you looked at it, it would die. I hated that kill streak. It was so cool. Like the thought of it was so cool. But bro, it was so the real best kill streak was this one right here. Not the swarm, but just the regular like drone thing. All you had to do, free kill, throw it up in the air. That's all you ever had to do. I remember when I first got the game, I would use it almost as a grenade. I didn't think like if you threw it up in the air, it would eventually kill somebody. So whenever like I would like use it like a grenade. So I would just try to throw it whenever I saw somebody in front of me. But then I realized, oh shit, I can throw it in the air and it'll give me a free kill. This is such a like it's a guaranteed kill for a kill streak. That's pretty cool actually.
Possibly the best example of the game's sci-fi inventions turned real is, sort of horrifyingly, the Hunter Killer.
Yeah, see,
Small
Hunter
field
Killer. Wait, those. See, look at that, free kill. Literally what I was. That's exactly what I was saying. But wait, these are real too.
deployable loitering munitions which can circle, designate, and then remotely attack a target are very real, and will likely become more and more common in the coming years. These Pakistan
Chat, we're cooked. Chat, I just want to let you know, if World War 3 starts, I'm getting drafted, and I'm probably going to die with one of those. I am so cooked. I'm so cooked, dude. I didn't think those were real.
ISI drones are extremely reminiscent of the Airbus VSR 700, developed sometime around 2018, and the way that they are shown patrolling in a disaster zone feels extremely grounded today. The AGR, a small tread-driven UGV, or unmanned ground vehicle, is very much a real thing, and actually has been for decades. There are too many versions of these to count, but for example, the Talon drone is used worldwide.
I feel like, okay, I know I was like saying, oh, why don't guns just have legs? I was low-key joking. I feel like something like this, like in an actual like setting, like a war setting, this is so easy to destroy, bro. Like so easy. Like if somebody just has like an RPG or something and like just gets one direct hit on it, it's kind of cooked. Like that's millions of dollars that's instantly cooked.
And over 3,000 of them have been deployed in the last 20 years or so. And as terrifying as it is, I did find this video of a robo-dog with a flamethrower.
That's sick. That one was cool.
But that's where the
Dude, Black Ops 2 is real, chat. Let's go.
game's depiction of drones begins to falter when compared to reality. Firstly, almost every drone in the game possesses self-driving and even completely autonomous offensive capabilities. This is still not the case in terms of real-life combat drones, and
It's not yet. But keep in mind, chat, keep in mind, These drones can't control themselves yet. Listen, keep in mind that we're at the beginning of 2025. Maybe by the end of the year, AI is going to be so good. Boom, AI drones, they can do it themselves. So we're pretty close to that, actually.
Where it is, extremely divisive ethical discussions come into play immediately. Ground and close air drones in Black Ops 2 fill a ton of direct combat applications, largely by shooting mounted machine guns at foes. Outside of extremely specific and odd examples, this is still rarely the case in real life, for a simple reason actually: guns are heavy. They require ammo, which is heavy. And they are bad at aiming, which means they need more ammo, which is heavy.
That's true.
Combat-focused attack drones in real life are almost solely high-altitude remote-piloted aircraft, such as the now infamous MQ-9 Reaper. Loitering munitions, or essentially...
Wait, so if ammo's heavy, so what you're telling me is when I'm playing Fortnite and I have 9999 assault rifle ammo, that's fake? I didn't know that.
flying bombs, or small custom jerry-rig devices usually created from civilian technology. The biggest mistake that Black Ops 2 makes, though, in its depiction of drones is how universal and ubiquitous they are. In Black Ops 2's world, the Dragonfire, Claw, and AGR are the Glock,
See, that's what I'm
Saw,
saying. Right there, boom. See, look, it's dead. One shot from a RPG, cooked, bro. That's millions of dollars and like so much ammo, and it's just a waste. Yeah, I guess like guns that have arms and legs, like I was saying earlier, it's a pretty stupid idea. This is why I'm not in the military, and this is why I don't, create guns, and I don't work for Lockheed Martin and stuff like that.
M4 of the future battlefield. And that's just not how things turned out. Drone warfare in the real 2020s is an incredible modern demonstration of the way technological advances in warfare cancel themselves out throughout history. How military-industrial complexes, despite trillions of dollars of R&D, always seem to fail to accurately prepare for the simple brutality and unpredictability of armed conflict. Battlefields of today and tomorrow are ones in which drone usage is and will be a constant reality. And not through machine-manufactured mass weapons of a standing army, but through civilian, hobbled-together devices born from utter necessity and desperation. The advent of drones and electronic warfare didn't create a sci-fi high-tech battlefield of super soldiers and robot warriors. It actually brought warfare.
I do think super soldiers are going to be real. If not, there are... What's up, Shadow? If not, I feel like super soldiers... I feel like China, bro. I feel like China low-key be, doing some, crazy Captain America-style experiments, bro. Because they don't tell anybody nothing. Same with Russia. I wouldn't doubt it, bro. Maybe with the U.S., but they're more ethical sometimes. I guess they just have more laws in the way. But nah, deadass. I feel like China has some crazy super soldier serum that they're getting ready. Am I wrong in saying that?
Warfare and tactics back to the 19th century. Black Ops 2's world is a perfected, fully established drone-based...
Dude, I love that thing, by the way, too, for the Black Ops 2, the grenade, launcher from your arm. It made me feel like Guts from Berserk.
Military-industrial complex. One that seems to have arisen out of the ground all at once. Everything is built perfectly, simultaneously, and to spec, all working on an all-encompassing intranet, which allows Raul Menendez to hack every piece of the US's drone and defense infrastructure at once. Not only does this not get how drones are actually used, it fundamentally makes the US military seem like a far more universally functioning entity than it actually is. But besides that, this
bro just cooked the entirety of the United States.
drone military is wholly unbelievable. How would drones become this widespread, manufactured at such a scale by nations all over the world without any presence of equally well-developed anti-drone technology? Why are soldiers shooting down drones with rifles rather than being clad in anti-RF emitting gear or wielding microwave drone frying weapons at all times?
Because it's Call of Duty and it needs to be fun, bro. Duh. If it was realistic, this game would be hella boring.
Black Ops 2 falls into a classic trap of futurist media, creating a world filled with futuristic feeling technology warped through a lens that, in retrospect, shows its age and ignorance of the future that it predicts. What Black Ops 2 does get right is the idea that no matter how well equipped a...
Yo, these missions right here, these stupid defend missions, I skipped every single one of them, bro. These were by far the worst missions. I didn't play them. I know if you played them all in a certain way, I'm pretty sure there was a secret cutscene or some secret thing. I didn't care though, bro. I did not care. These missions were so boring. I never played any of these missions.
massive
I had like brain rot. I had brain rot before brain rot, bro.
military is, no matter how advanced they are, it's their own very human mistakes, their hubris, that will follow them, and ultimately will be the deciding factor in their fate. In October 1903, a New York Times article states the combined efforts of mathematicians and scientists could maybe produce a working flying machine in something from 1 million to 10 million years from now. The same day that was published, Orville Wright and his brother Wilbur began assembly on the airplane they would successfully fly for 59 seconds on December
Damn. A flying machine? I gotta go back. I gotta see
17th to on the air from now. The
it requires to say 1,000 years to fit for easy flight. A bird would start with rudimentary wings, or 10,000 for one which started with no wings at all and had to sprout them, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Continuous efforts of mathematics and mechanics, existing relation between weight and strength in organic materials. No doubt the problem has attractions for those it interests, but to the ordinary man, it would seem as if effort might be employed more profit. Oh. The bird that wants to fly and feels the need of flight tries to fly and keeps on trying until it can fly as well as it needs to. The machine does only what it must do in obedience to natural laws, acting as passive matters. That's interesting. I never knew that they thought that it would take 1,000 years just to freaking fly. What a bunch of noobs, bro. Start using your brains, bro.
Day that was published, Orville Wright and his brother Wilbur began assembly on the airplane they would successfully fly for 59 seconds on December 17th, 2 months later. There's an impossibility when it comes to accurately predicting the future, especially when it comes to technological advancement. Today we see many conflicts, both domestic and foreign, being driven by the opening of old wounds, future generations answering for the mistakes and poor planning of the past. And that's something that Black Ops 2 predicts most correctly, because it's not speculating, it's just observing. War media is tough, because when you look too close at it, it either becomes pro-war propaganda or an anti-war statement.
I'm gonna be honest, chat. Like, I wonder if any of like the Army or Marine ads, because like sometimes, like especially like they show them during the Super Bowls. I wonder if like the advertisements or commercials that they do for like the military. I wonder if any single person has been like, that looks pretty cool. I'm gonna join the military. I feel like it's like nobody. I feel like if you're gonna join the military, a commercial is not gonna get you. You know what's gonna get you? A damn Hellcat. And they lie to you about the Hellcats. If you have a military recruiter going to your school, pulling up, right? And they're like, oh yeah, you'll get a Hellcat. They're lying to you. They're lying straight to your face. Don't believe them. I will say a Hellcat sounds pretty nice. And they almost had me. I ain't gonna lie. I actually almost joined the military. I thought about it. I honestly thought about it. And make fun of me all you want. I was gonna join the Air Force just because I think flying is way cooler. Like I said, I was gonna get my pilot's license. But and then I saw Plane to Crash videos and I was like, yeah, you know what? Maybe that ain't it for me.
The early COD games were often firmly in the latter category, and the recent games of the 2010s and 20s steer far closer to the former. But Black Ops 2, in my opinion, sits comfortably and beautifully outside of any of this. It predicts the future very accurately in some places and very poorly in others, because it's not trying to predict the future. It's bombast and entertainment first, and the people making it knew this. P.W. Singer, analyst, contributor to military think tanks, and consultant on Black Ops 2, points out that the militaries of the world, they aren't concerned with which weapons look the coolest, which locales are the most exciting to fight in, but the creators of a video game are. Black Ops 2 does have something to say about the state of the world, about its dark corners in history, and yet it has the self-awareness to never take itself too seriously.
Dub cutscene. We need to bring back Call of Duty that does this. Oh, not that.
And yet it has
this. We need to bring back Call of Duty that does this, bro. This was peak. This was literally peak. I remember when I saw this for the first time, I was like, dude, there's no way. Like, what happened to this Call of Duty? I mean, I guess we have Nicki Minaj, you know? I guess we have Nicki Minaj and how long is this video? This video
has the self-awareness to never take itself too seriously. It's creative, it's gorgeously stupid at times, and most importantly, it's a blast to play.
It is.
I don't know if
Black Ops 2 is literally the greatest Call of Duty in my opinion. Fight me on that. I don't care. Black Ops 2 is goated. Anyways, that's a dub vid by Relo. Dub ass vid. Let's go. All right, we're done with that video.